Hi, welcome to the Guy with the Hook YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna make a tutorial to make a small Messier mandala. It's a free sample, free pattern of mine, and it's it was published somewhere around 2019. And I thought it would be fun to reproduce it once more and do it on video, so there is a tutorial of it as well. And we're gonna make the small version of the Messier. There is also a large version, which is a paid pattern. So this is actually the first couple of rounds to make the Messier pattern. But if you like the large version, you have to purchase the official pattern as well, because then you can also make the other 30 rows or rounds of pattern as well to create a really large one. But it's a fun step in to see what the pattern holds, and it's a pattern created with a lot of shiny beads. And of course you don't have to use them if you find it too hard to crochet with beads. You can also just make the pattern by not using them. But I will show you how to work with it, with the beads in the work, and I will also tell, if you don't want to use beads, what to do. So, to make a small Messier pattern, we have to have some materials. And the first one is I have a printed pattern of the free version of the pattern. You can also get it, and I will download, I will describe the link in the show notes for you. You don't have to have the printed pattern with you following this tutorial, but I find it easy to explain to you. Then we have beads, lots of beads. I actually have just glass beads from the brand Miyuki, and you can take actually any kind of glass bead you want, as long as you have the size 6. It's the diameter of the open hole in the bead. And in my opinion, the 6 size always works the best. And I have the colorway Silent Ivory Pearl from Miyuki. So you will have about, for this small version, you will need approximately 350 beads. It sounds like a lot, but you will see they really use up fast. So beads. Then I've chosen yarn. There is actually the original pattern is built up out some different colors, but as a fun thing to try, I came across these little fun balls of Rikorumi Spin Decay. It's 100% cotton, and one ball holds 50 grams of 150 meters. The pattern, well, you will need approximately about 200 meters of yarn for this small version, and so I thought 2 of these balls would be perfect to use. And you don't have to switch colors, of course, so that's also a fun way. So I used 2 balls of these. You need a crochet hook matching through with the chosen yarn. It can actually be any type of yarn you like to use. I have chosen this one, and it's also a fingering weight of yarn, which is also the original pattern, but you can actually use any type of yarn you like, any thickness, any weight. Only take a matching size of crochet hook with the yarn. And we need some sewing needles to put the beads onto the yarn before we start crocheting. So that's it for now, and I think we're gonna start. So we start with round 1. I have put the center out of the little cake because I wanted to start with the dark color. This is not something you must do, it's optional, but I liked it, so I put a little center out of it and found the first thread. We start round 1 by making a magic loop, so I'll already have done that. You take the crochet hook, of course, and in this magic loop we are going to make 6 single crochets. So we start by making a chain 1, and then we're going to make 6 single crochets, and this is always, the start is always a bit tricky, but we'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. Now we make a slip stitch into the first single crochet to close the round. Now we pull the magic loop closely, so we have a nice round. So far, round 1. On to the next round, round 2. We're going to make 3 chains. This is your first double crochet. Now we make 1 double crochet in the same stitch, so that's this one. So 1 double crochet, that means you have 2 double crochet into the same stitch. And now we're going to make 2 double crochets in each of the next 5 stitches. So here we go, the first 2 double crochet group. The second double crochet group, and then a bit of yarn. The third. Into the fourth. And the last 2 double crochet group. Here we go. And now we're gonna make a slip stitch into the first stitch you made. This is the 3 chains. You make it in the top, so in the 3rd chain you make a slip stitch to connect around. Here we go. And it will be a bit tight, but that's no problem there. So this is round 2. Okay, we continue on with round 3. And in round 3 we start by making 4 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is your first double crochet, that's the first 3 chains. And the next is just a single chain one, which you will need. And we make 1 double crochet in the same stitch. So here we go. So we have 1 double crochet, a chain 1, and another double crochet. Now we make another chain, and now in each of the next 11 stitches we make 1 double crochet, a chain, a double crochet, and a chain. So let's get onto the next stitch. Let's see, that's this one. We make 1 double crochet, we make a chain, 1 double crochet, and another chain. So that's actually what you need to do in each stitch. So once more, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, into the next, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and we will repeat this until you're done. So I'm gonna speed up a little. It's not hard, it's just counting and keeping track on what you're doing. Here we go. We're already halfway through. This pattern is also very beginner friendly. It's not that hard when it comes to stitch work, and it's a fun and easy thing to make. It doesn't take too much time, which is also sometimes a nice thing to do, as we all are busy in daily life. Okay, in the last, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, and 1 chain. Now we're gonna make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain. That's the top of the double crochet we started with, and the 4th one was the next chain, so the 3rd chain to connect. And this is actually round 3. You will have 24 double crochets in the round, with all between them a single chain. And now, if you like to start beads, you have to cut the yarn and fasten off, because we're gonna add some beads to the round, to the thread, sorry, before continuing on with round 4. If you don't want to use beads, you can just leave the yarn attached, because there is no need to fasten it off in between. So see you in round 4. Okay, so before we start round 4, we're gonna put some beads onto the thread, and the thread is just the colored yarn out of the ball. And you take a sewing needle and you attach the thread to the sewing needle, and you're just gonna put a few beads on your sewing needle. And I always do this a few at the same time, because that makes the process a bit faster. And once you have a few, you just pull them through right on the thread, and so you can see they will be attached to the thread. Well, this is not the most difficult thing. You will need to put 72 beads onto your thread, and it sounds like a lot, but you will see in the next rounds you will crochet them very fast away. So it sounds a lot, but that isn't. So I will continue on by adding 72 beads to the yarn, and once I'll have that, I'll come back to you. So okay, so I've added the beads to the thread, and as you can see, they're just hanging around the thread, and you can just move them up along the crochet. Your thread will be a bit heavier during the crocheting, but well, as the beads are used, it will get less heavy and it will work eventually pretty fine. But that's a thing to take note of. Another thing before we start is when crocheting with beads, you always work at the wrong side of the work. And so we are gonna attach the yarn to the wrong side of the work. So this is where round 3 was, and this is the right side, so we are going to the wrong side. And we attach the yarn in any chain 1 space, so it doesn't matter where. I'll just attach it right here in a chain 1 space between 2 double crochets of round 3. Now we make a chain, and now we are gonna make a beaded seam. When you don't use any beads, you can just make a regular single crochet, and we're gonna make a beaded single crochet. So watch me do it. You pull up a thread for the yarn, then we need a bead. You can easily shuffle them towards you. It's a bit messy for now, but we'll get there. Okay, so you have 1 loop pulled up, pull the bead towards the stitch, and now a yarn over and pull it through both loops. And now you will see you have secured the bead at the right side of the work, and at the wrong side you just have a regular single crochet. So this isn't that hard, right? Now we make 2 chains, and we do the same in the next chain 1 space. So you pull a loop up, get a bead towards you. Make sure it is pretty tight against the work, yarn over and pull it through all loops on the hook. Once again, another bead fastened. Now another 2 chains and another beaded single crochet into the next chain 1 space. Well, I think it will be pretty clear now. So, and this is what you will continue on by doing all 24 chain 1 spaces at the wrong side of the work. So once I'll have done that, I'll come back to you. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 4. I've made all those beaded single crochets, and now at the last 2 chains I'll make a slip stitch into the first stitch to connect around. So that's it. And this is what round 4 will look like, as we still are on the wrong side. But now we will make a chain and turn the work to the right side. And there you will see, here is the right side. I'll have a just to mention this. So this is the right side of the work, and now you'll see you have attached 24 beads onto the work, and don't matter if they're a bit loose, they will stretch out when more rounds are applied, so that doesn't really matter. They can shuffle a bit like this, that's no problem. Now we're gonna make round 5, and we're gonna make a slip stitch into the next chain 2 space, and we're gonna make 3 chains. And this is your first double crochet. Now make another double crochet in the same chain 2 space. So we have 2 double crochets into a chain 2 space. And as you can see, you still have a few beads left on the thread, and you can just carry them on by crocheting further along. They will hang on your thread somewhere there, but don't worry about them. You will use them later on. Well, and what we're gonna do is make 2 double crochet in each chain 2 space you will encounter, which are 24. So that's not really hard. The chain 2 spaces are just between the beads, so they are easy to spot. And this is a pretty easy round as well. Here we go. 1 double crochet and a second double crochet into the work. Well, continue on, and I'll see you in round 6 with the end result. Okay, so we're at the end of round 5, and we make a slip stitch into the first stitch to connect. So here's the first stitch, and here we go. So this is round 5 with 24 groups of 2 double crochets, which makes 48 double crochets. Now we're gonna do another round, round 6, of beads, and that means we're going to the wrong side of the work by making a chain and turn to the wrong side. However, if you don't use any beads, you can just stay on the right side of the work. Don't worry, you can just continue on. You don't have to switch between the right side and the wrong side. But we are gonna do it because we have beads on the thread. To start with, we are gonna make 1 beaded single crochet into this first stitch. So I'll have to bring back some beads towards my yarn. Here we go. We just did a beaded single crochet in round 4. So pull up a loop, put the bead against it, yarn over, and pull through all loops. Here we go. This is the first one secured. Then we're gonna make 1 chain. We make a regular single crochet into the next stitch. And now, once again, if you don't use any beads, you can just start with a basic single crochet as well. Okay, next one is a chain. Now, we again have to make a beaded single crochet. So pull up a loop, bead against it, yarn over, and pull it through. Here we go. A chain and one single crochet in this one. Here we go, and another chain. So that's the repeat actually. One beaded single crochet into the first DC of a group, a single chain, a regular single crochet into the second double crochet of the group, and another chain. So that's what we're doing over the entire round. It's not that hard. Here we go. A beaded seam, a chain, a basic single crochet, and a chain. Now repeat those 4 things over the entire round, and I'll see you back at the end of round 6. Okay, so we're at the end of round 6, and we're gonna make a slip stitch into the first stitch we made. So that's the single crochet with the bead. Here we go. And this will be the back of your work at round 6. It's not that spectacular, but we're gonna flip the work to the right side. So make a single chain to turn. Well, and there you will see a better result using the beads. Now you see those beads are more spaced. And we continue on with round 7. And for that we need to first make a slip stitch into the next chain 1 space. So here we go. This is the space between 2 single crochets. And we're gonna make 2 single chain. Now, this is the start of 2 double crochet together, and we're gonna make 1 double crochet into the next chain 1 space. So we're gonna finish that, and now actually you see that double crochet with that 2 chains you started with forms a 2 double crochet together, like a little V shape. Now we're making 3 chains, and we're gonna make 2 double crochet together over the next 2 chain 1 spaces. So watch. The next chain 1 space. Make a double crochet, but don't finish it. Keep it on your hook. Then we make another double crochet in the next chain 1 space, and once again, don't finish it. Keep it on the hook. So you have 2 half double crochets on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all loops, and now you have 2 double crochet together. Make another 3 chain. Here we go. And once again 2 double crochet together over the next 2 chain 1 spaces. So here we go. That's 1. Keep it on the hook. Number 2. Keep it on the hook. And now yarn over and pull through. As you can see, you get little V-shaped things. 3 chains. And once again 2 double crochet together over the next 2 chain 1 spaces. Well, we continue that on over the entire round, and I'll see you back when this is finished. Now we're at the end of round 7, round 7. And you'll see I'll have made 24 2 double crochet together. So to close the round, you make a slip stitch into the first stitch, and that is not the 2 chains, that's the full double crochet, the top. So let's make it. And now in the next round we are gonna do another round of beads, and you will see that will be the last 24 beads onto the thread. So that means after this round your thread is once again empty. So, but before we are going to do it, we are going to turn to the wrong side. So make one chain and turn. Once again, if you don't use beads, you can just stay at the right side and continue on with round 8. So, we still have the chain of the turning. Now we are going to make a beaded single crochet into this 2 double crochet together. So pull up a loop, get a bead towards you. Let's see where it comes. Yes, here it comes. Pull it against it, yarn over and pull through. Now see you have one bead into the double crochet together. Then we are gonna do one seam in the next chain 3 space of one single crochet, sorry. Yes, I don't know why I always say seam instead of single crochet, but it's a habit. Now we make 2 single chains and once again a single crochet into the same chain 3 space. Here we go. And now we're at the next 2 double crochet together. So pull up a loop, take a bead, pull it against, yarn over and pull through. And once again we make a beaded single crochet. Now one single crochet into the next chain 3 space, 2 chains and a single crochet into the same chain 3 space. So next 2 double crochet together, pull up a loop, take a bead, yarn over and pull it through. One single crochet in the next chain 3 space, chain 2 and a single crochet in the same chain 3 space. Well, now we are continuing on that over the entire round until you're back. And once we have done that, I will see you again. Okay, so I am at the end of round 8 and we're gonna connect it to the first stitch by making a slip stitch into the first stitch, which is this one. We make a slip stitch through the first stitch to connect around. And then the end result of round 8 will be this at the wrong side, as we still are on the wrong side. But now we're gonna turn back to the right side, so make a single chain, and this will be the right side. As you can see, we have now add 72 beads to the work, and they really pop up the work. And we're gonna continue on with round 9. So, round 9, we need to make a slip stitch to the first chain 2 space ahead. So that means we have to make a slip stitch in the single crochet before it and a slip stitch into the chain 2 space, and then we're in the chain 2 space. Now we make 3 single chains, which does not count as a stitch. We make 1 double crochet in the chain 2 space, and we make a puff stitch around the double crochet you just made. So you pull up a loop, you pull up another loop around the double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop around the DC, the double crochet, sorry, yarn over, pull up a loop around the double crochet and yarn over, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to make another pull up around the double crochet, and that means you now have 9 loops on your hook. So yarn over and pull them through all 9 loops, and you have made your puff stitch. And now I'm always closing it with a single chain above it. And you have made it around the double crochet. So that's what we're gonna do. Now chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. One double crochet in the next chain 2 space between the single crochets. Here we go. And make a puff stitch around this double crochet you just made. So yarn over, pull up a loop around the double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop around the double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop around the double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop around the double crochet. You'll have 9 stitches on your loop, another yarn over and pull it through and make a chain to close the puff stitch. Well, that's number 2. Another 3 single chains, 1 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, and we're gonna make again a puff stitch around this double crochet. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Now yarn over and pull it through all loops and 1 single chain to close it. And we make 3 single chains to the next chain 2 space, and that's what we're gonna do. So eventually you make 3 single chains, 1 double crochet in the chain 2 space, and make a puff stitch around the double crochet. That's basically what we're gonna do on the entire round. I'm gonna crochet along, and once I'm finished I'm coming back to you. Okay, so I am at the end of round 9 and we only have to connect it to the first stitch, and this is not the chain 3 you made, it's the puff stitch. So make a single of a slip stitch into this stitch to connect around like this, and now we have to add another set of beads to the thread. So I'm gonna fasten off the thread and close it, and I already cut the yarn. So this is your end result of round 9. If you don't use beads, you can just continue on, not cut the yarn and keep the yarn attached. However, we have to once again add beads, so I already have put my yarn again on a sewing needle, and this time we're gonna add 48 beads to the thread. So just like you did before, you're just gonna add beads to your sewing needle and do it a few at the same time. That makes the process go faster. And once you have some, just pull them on the thread. Well, you need to do 48 beads on the thread. I'm gonna put them on. Once I'll have them on, I'll be back with you. So here we go. I have added the 48 beads to my thread of yarn, and we're gonna continue on with round 10. But as we're gonna work with beads again, we have to work at the wrong side of the work. So this is the right side, and if you don't use beads, you can just stay on this side. But we're gonna turn the work to the back, and we're gonna attach the yarn to any puff stitch you made. Doesn't matter which one you take, just take one and attach the yarn to it. So here we go. Let's see, we make 1 chain, and now we make a beaded single crochet in the puff stitch. So we did this before on the previous rounds. Pull up a loop, take a bead, pull it towards, yarn over and pull it through, and now you secured 1 bead above the puff stitch. Then we make one single crochet in the next chain 3 space. We make 2 single chains, and we make another single crochet in the same chain 3 space. So that's it. And now we're gonna make one beaded single crochet in the next puff stitch. So pull up a loop, take a bead, put it against it, yarn over, and pull it through. And now you've added another bead at the right side of the work to the puff stitch. One single crochet in the next chain 3 space, 2 single chains, another single crochet in the same chain 3 space, and once again we're gonna make a beaded single crochet in the next puff stitch. So pull up a loop, add a bead, yarn over, and pull through. And once again another bead is attached. One single crochet in the next chain 3 space, 2 single chains, and another single crochet in the same chain 3 space. Well, repeat this over the entire round till you're back at the beginning, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, we're at the end of round 10 at the wrong side of the work. The only thing we need to do is to connect with the first stitch, so make a slip stitch into the first beaded single crochet, which I'm gonna do now. Here we go. And this is the end of round 10. And this is the wrong side, of course, because we're still there. But we're gonna turn back to the right side, so make one chain and turn to the right side. Now, let's see, there's another end coming out. Pull that to the back, because that's not what we want. Here we go. And then you can see here is the full thing. And look at all those shiny beads, how wonderful it is. It can be a bit wobbly here and there, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna stretch it out later on. And let's continue on with round 11. And we need to go to the next chain 2 space. So first make a slip stitch into the next single crochet and a slip stitch into the next chain 2 space. So we're at the position here in the chain 2 space. Now make 3 single chains, and this will be a first double crochet of a double crochet you will need for a popcorn stitch. Now make 3 double crochet in the same chain 2 space. So first double crochet, the second double crochet, and the third double crochet. And now you will see you have, with the first 3 chains, you have 4 double crochets next to each other. Now pull up a loop and get the hook out of it and attach the hook into the first double crochet. Yes, now pick up the loop once again and yarn over and pull it through and make a single chain. And now you have created your first popcorn stitch. Okay, now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is extra on the additional chain 1 you make to close the popcorn. So actually you have 6 chains, and we're gonna make another popcorn stitch in the next chain 2 space. So, and for that we need to make 4 double crochets first. So 1, 2, number 3, and number 4. Now we once again have 4 double crochets. Pull the loop up a bit, get the hook out of it, attach the hook into the first double crochet you made, and pick up the loop once again, and now yarn over and pull through. Here we go. Single chain to close it, And there we have the second popcorn stitch. Now make 5 single chains, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we do the same again in the next chain 2 space. So make 4 double crochets, 1, number 2, 3, and number 4. Once again 4 double crochets, pull up the loop a bit, hook out of it, attach the hook into the first double crochet, pick up the loop, yarn over and pull through. Make a single chain to close it, and there's another popcorn stitch. Now 5 single chains, and that's it actually for this round. Just continue on by making 1 popcorn stitch in each chain 2 space and 5 chains between them. Once you've completed this, I'll get back to you. So we're at the end of round 11, and we only have to attach to the first stitch once more. So we make a slip stitch in the first popcorn stitch you've made. Here we go. And this is round 11 in full. Now we're gonna do another round with beads, so we have to turn to the wrong side of the work. Still, if you don't work with beads, just stay at the right side of the work. You don't have to switch between right side and wrong side. But we're gonna do, so make a single chain and turn the work to the back. Now, make a slip stitch into the next chain 5 space, so that we are in the chain 5 space. Make another chain to obtain height, and now we're going to make 5 single crochet into this chain 5 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5 single crochet. Now we're going to make a double crochet with a bead in it around the popcorn stitch, and this is a bit tricky. So yarn over and pull up a loop around the popcorn, and wait, you do it at the back side of the work, so you literally make it around the popcorn stitch like this. Well, here we go. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, and firstly you add a bead to the work, and you close the first 2 chains, and then you work your last one. I shall give it a closer look at the next one. Once again, make 5 single crochet into the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over, pull up a loop around the popcorn stitch. Here we go. Take a bead to the work. Now yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops. So you secure the bead already, but you still have a half double crochet stitch on your hook. Now yarn over and finish it, and you will see you'll attach it. I shall show you once more. 5 single crochet into the next chain 5 space. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now yarn over, pull up a loop around the popcorn stitch at the right side, so actually around the back side of the work. Here we go. You first capture the popcorn on your hook, yarn over, and then pull it through, like you really grab the popcorn. And then you have 3 loops on your hook. Take a bead, push it against the popcorn stitch, yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops on your hook. We'll have 2 loops attached, and now yarn over and through the last 2 loops, and you have secured it into a double crochet stitch around the popcorn stitch. Now 5 single crochets in the next chain 5 space, 4 and 5. Okay, one more time. Yarn over, put your hook under the popcorn stitch, yarn over the hook and pull up a loop. Here we go. 3 loops on your hook, grab a bead, here it comes, push it against the popcorn stitch, yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over and finish the double crochet. Well, that's what you're gonna do. 5 single crochets in each chain 5 space and 1 double crochet around the popcorn stitch with a bead in it. Okay, once you finish that, I'll come back to you. Okay, so we're at the end of round 12, and we only need to attach to the first stitch to connect the round. So make a slip stitch into the first single crochet you've made. Here we go. And this is round 12 complete, and this is still the wrong side because we're working on the wrong side, but now we're gonna turn back to the right side. So make a single chain, and this is the right side, full of beautiful shiny beads. Now, to start round 13, we need to make a slip stitch to the next beaded double crochet you've made. Here we go, because this is the starting point, and we gonna make 6 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This will be your first double crochet and 3 single chains above, and we make 1 double crochet into the same stitch. So here we go, and that is a nice V stitch, like a double crochet, 3 chains and another double crochet. Now make 2 single chains and make a slip stitch into the 3rd single crochet out of 5 you've made in the chain 5 space in previous round. So this is the 3rd one, and we're just gonna make a slip stitch in it. Now chain 2 once more. Here we go, and make a double crochet into the next beaded double crochet. Here we go. Whoa. Yes, another 3 chains and another double crochet into the same stitch. Now chain 2 and slip stitch into the 3rd single crochet out of 5 and another chain 2. Now once more, 1 double crochet into the beaded stitch of last round, 3 chains and another double crochet into the same stitch. Now 2 chains and a slip stitch into the 3rd single crochet out of 5, and once again 2 chains. Now this is what you're going to repeat over the entire round. 1 double crochet, 3 chains and 1 double crochet into a stitch with a bead, 2 chains and then a slip stitch into the 3rd single crochet out of 5, and once again 2 chains. Now if you repeat this in the entire round, I'll see you back at the beginning. Okay, so we're at the end of round 13, and we need to close up the round. So we're gonna make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain, because this is the top of the first double crochet. Here we go. And so we have ended round 13 like this. Now we're gonna fasten off the yarn because we have to add some beads to the next round, and we still, as the thread was already empty of beads, we need to add new beads to the thread. Once again, if you don't use beads, just continue on, don't fasten off, and just continue on by crocheting. However, we need to add another set of beads, and so attach a new thread to the sewing needle, and once more start adding beads to your thread, and this time we need 48 beads once again, just like the last time. And if you have some, put them on the thread. Well, I'm continuing on till I have 48 beads ready, and I'll see you when you have done the same. Okay, so I'll have attached 48 beads once again to the thread, and we're gonna start round 14. And as we start with a round with beads, we're gonna have to get to the wrong side of the work once again. Still, if you work with no beads, stay here. So, the wrong side of the work, we're gonna attach the yarn in any chain 3 space. So that's easy because the chain 3 space is just between 2 double crochets. So attach the yarn, and now we're gonna make 3 chains, which is your first double crochet. Now make 1 beaded double crochet, so that's yarn over, pull up a loop, take a bead, here we go, yarn over and pull through first through loops, and now yarn over and finish the double crochet. Then we're gonna make 1 double crochet into this same space. So here we go. Then we have 3 double crochets, which in the middle is a beaded double crochet. And we're gonna make 4 chains. So 4. Now in the next chain 3 space, we're gonna first make a single double crochet. So a regular. Now we're gonna make a beaded double crochet. So yarn over, pull up a loop through the space, take a bead, push it against the space, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull it to the last 2 loops, and now make a regular double crochet in the same space. Now, once again, chain 4, 3 and number 4. In the next chain 3 space, we're gonna work a regular double crochet, and now we make a beaded double crochet. So yarn over, pull up a loop, take a bead, it sounds repetitive, right? Push it against it, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull it through the last 2 loops, and now a regular double crochet in the same space. Here we go, and chain 4. Now this is what you're gonna do. In every chain 3 space you make 1 regular double crochet, 1 beaded double crochet, and then 1 regular double crochet, and you chain 4. Now repeat this over the entire round, and once you're back at the beginning, I'll see you back. Okay, so we're at the end of round 14 at the wrong side of the work, and we only have to connect to the first stitch, which is the chain 3 we started with. So in the top, make a slip stitch to connect. Here we go, and we end round 14. Now we stay at the wrong side of the work because we do another round with beads, but I'll show you how it looks on the right side, so you have an idea how this will come along, which is pretty neat. Now we're staying at the wrong side of the work, so that's easy. We start in a stitch, we make a slip stitch in, so we don't have to get to another point to start with. Now make 3 chains as a first stitch. This is your first double crochet, and now make 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So that's an easy one. And I'm actually was saying we're using beads in this round, but that's not true. We're just making a regular round without beads, although there's still 24 beads on your thread. Let's see. So now you make 1 double crochet into the next chain 4 space. Here we go. So you have a group of 4 double crochet. Now we make 4 chains, and we're gonna repeat this simple thing. So 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, the second stitch, and the third stitch. And now we make 1 double crochet into the next chain 4 space. Here we go. And chain 4. Once again, 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. Here we go. And 1 double crochet into the next chain 4 space. And chain 4. Well, this is the repeat. So make 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, 1 double crochet into the chain 4 space, and then chain 4. You repeat this over the entire round till you're back at the beginning. So in the end you will have 24 groups of 4 double crochet and 24 times a chain 4 space. Once you're back at the beginning, I'll see you back. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 15, and we only need to make a slip stitch into the first stitch to connect, which is the chain 3 you started with. So make a slip stitch into this stitch and you close round 15. And you'll see you have 24 groups of 4 double crochet, and now in round 16, which we're gonna start, you use up the 24 beads still on the thread. So we start by making 2 chains, which is the first double crochet of 2 double crochet together. It's only for the start. Now make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Here we go. And these 2 together will form 2 double crochet together. This only to start the round. Now make 1 beaded double crochet into the next stitch. So pull up a loop and take a bead. Here it comes. Pull it to the work, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Here we go. Then we make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then make 1 double crochet into the next chain 4 space. Now. Then we make 5 chains. 3, 4, and 5. Now, we crochet 2 double crochet together over the next 2 stitches. So we make a double crochet half. We don't finish it. We make the second one also half. And we have 2 half finished double crochet on the hook. Yarn over and pull through to make 2 double crochet together. Okay, now we make a beaded double crochet into the next stitch. So pull up a loop add the bead to it, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops, so you secure the bead at the right side. Now make 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into the next chain 4 space, and now make 5 chains. Now once more, 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches, so make 1 double crochet, nearly finished, only the last step. On the second you do the same, so we have 2 half finished double crochets, and now yarn over and pull through all loops to have 2 double crochet together. Now make a beaded double crochet into the next stitch, so yarn over and pull up a loop in the stitch, take your beads, add against the work, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through last 2 loops. Now make 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into the next chain 4 space, and now chain 5. So this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna make 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches of the 4 stitch group. Then you make a beaded double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 double crochet into the next chain 4 space, and then you make the chain 5. You're gonna repeat this over the entire round, so you have 24 groups of these stitches, and once you're back at the beginning, I'll see you back. Okay, so we're at the end of round 16, and we only have to attach it to the first stitch of the round. Now make a slip stitch into the full double crochet, so not the chain 2, because it's actually the first of the DC2 together. So the full DC you need to work a slip stitch in to connect, and then we have a finished round 16, and we continue on by round 17. Make 3 chains. We stay at the wrong side, by the way. This is your first double crochet. Now 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. This is actually going to be a very easy round. 1, 2, and number 3. Then we make 1 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. Here we go. And make 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and number 4. Now you make 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. Here we go. And chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. Here we go. 1 double crochet into the next chain 5 space and chain 4. Well, this is what you're gonna do. It's actually a pretty easy one. 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches, 1 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, and then chain 4. Do this over the entire round till you're back at the beginning, and we'll meet again. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 17, and we only need to attach it to the first stitch made. So make a slip stitch into the top of the 3rd chain, which you started with, to close the round. And you will see you'll have 24 groups of 5 double crochet with between them a chain 4 space. And it's growing, it's getting more and more bigger. And we're actually gonna fasten off the yarn once again because we need to add a new set of beads. So I'll fasten off this yarn, but if you don't use beads, just keep the yarn attached and crochet along as you please. I'll have ended this little ball of rikorumi through here, and I'm gonna attach the beads to the new ball because I wanted to keep a nice overflow. And if you would crochet along to the most light color, you would probably see the beads less visible in the end, and you can use I will use this last part of the ball to make something small eventually. So I'm gonna attach it to a new ball, and I've find almost the same color thread on the ball to continue with. And what we're gonna do is first we're gonna add some more beads. So here we go. We have done this before a lot of times in the meantime, so it's not that exciting, or it doesn't require that much explanation any longer. A thread, attach the yarn through the sewing needle and start adding beads to the sewing needle, and do it with a few at the same time because that will definitely save some time. And this time we need to add 72 beads to your thread, and this is, don't worry, this is the last batch of beads for this one, for this small free pattern. The largest version, the paid version of the pattern, holds approximately more than 800 beads, so that is a lot more, and of course definitely more work to do. But for now, just add 72 beads to the thread, and once you have done, I'll come back to you. So I've added 72 beads to my yarn, as you can see. And now we're gonna start round 18. We stay at the wrong side of the work, and we're gonna attach the yarn into any first double crochet of the 5 double crochet groups you have. So just pick one, attach it to the first stitch you have. Here we go. It's attached. Let's see, we make 2 chains, and this is the first double crochet of 2 double crochet together. So we make a full regular double crochet into the next stitch, and these 2 will be a 2 double crochet together, combined, and this is only to start the round. Later on you will just make 2 double crochet together. Let's see, then we make 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and now we make a beaded double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop, take a bead, put it against the work, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull it through the last 2 loops. So then we're gonna make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. There we go. And we make 2 double crochets into the next chain 4 space. So this is 1, and this is 2, and chain 4. Now let's do it again. We're gonna make 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches, 1 half double crochet unfinished, and the second one, both on your hook. Now yarn over and pull through to make 2 double crochet together. Now make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then we're gonna make a beaded double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop, add a bead, yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops. Now yarn over and pull it through the last 2 loops, and with it you secured 1 bead. Now make 1 double crochet into the next stitch and make 2 double crochet into the next chain 4 space. 1 and number 2. Now chain 4 and make a 2 double crochet over the first 2 stitches. Here we go. 1 double crochet into the next stitch and a beaded double crochet into the next stitch. So here we go. 1 bead. Then we have 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 2 double crochet into the next chain 4 space. Now chain 4, and this is what your repeat will look like. So continue this on in the entire round. Over the first 2 stitches you make 2 double crochet together, then in the next stitch you make a double crochet, then you make in the next stitch you make a beaded double crochet. The last stitch will be 1 double crochet, and in the chain 4 space you make 2 double crochets and you chain 4, and this is what you will repeat over the entire round till you're back at the beginning, and then I will come back to you. Okay, so I am at the end of round 18 and we're gonna make a slip stitch in the first stitch to connect the round, and do it in the full double crochet where you started with, so not the 2 chains because that's not actually the stitch. Do it in the top of the first double crochet, and so we close it, and here is round 18. And to give you an idea what it's becoming on the right side, because we don't see a lot of it, here is a view, and you can see these beads are beautifully turning in this position. So back to the wrong side as we continue on there. So let's see, we make 2 chains to start with in the stitch we were, and this is the first DC of 2 DC together, just as we did in the last round. Now make 1 DC double crochet, in the next stitch, and together with the chain 2 this forms the first 2 double crochet together. Then we make 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. This will be an easier round. The second, the third, and the fourth. And now make 1 double crochet into the next chain 4 space. So, and now we chain 3. So once more we make 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches. So we finish 1 double crochet half, and in the next stitch we do the same. You have 2 half double crochets on your hook now. Yarn over and pull through to make 2 double crochet together. 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. Here we go. Come on. So then 1 double crochet in the next chain 4 space and chain 3. Now once more, 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches of the next group, 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches, 2, 3 and number 4, 1 double crochet in the next chain 4 space and chain 3. Well, this is actually what we're gonna do. So it's a more easy round. 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches, 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches, 1 double crochet into the next chain 4 space and chain 3. Now repeat that over the entire round till you're back at the beginning, and then we'll meet again. Okay, so we're at the end of round 19, and we're gonna connect the round by making a slip stitch into the first stitch, which is the full double crochet, so not the chain 2. Make a slip stitch into the double crochet, and here is the end of round 19. So we continue on with round 20 at the same wrong side, and we're gonna add some beads once more, which are still on your thread. And we start by making 2 chains. This is the first DC of a 2 double crochet together. So make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and these 2 together will form the first 2 double crochet together to start the round with. Now make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then we make 1 beaded double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop, get a bead near you, put it to the work, yarn over, pull through first through stitches, and yarn over, pull through the last through stitches. So you have secured a bead once more. Then make 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So this is the first and the second one. And now make 2 double crochet into the next chain 3 space. Here we go. And chain 2. So once more the repeat. 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches. So this is the first, and we made it half. We do the same in the second stitch. Keep them on the hook, yarn over and pull them through. Now make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then we make 1 beaded double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over and pull up a loop, take a bead, yarn over and pull through the first through loops, yarn over and pull through the last through loops, and you have secured a bead once more. Now 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, first, the second one, and 2 double crochet into the next chain 3 space. And now we make 2 chains. So one more time, a double crochet together over the first 2 stitches, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 beaded double crochet into the next stitch. Here we go. 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and 2 double crochet into the next chain 3 space. Here we go, and chain 2. Well, this is what you're gonna repeat over the entire round. 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches, then in the next stitch a double crochet, then in the next stitch a beaded double crochet, and in the next 2 stitches 1 double crochet, and in the chain 3 space you make 2 double crochets. then you chain 2, and this is what you repeat over the entire round till the beginning. And once you've done that, I'll see you back. Okay, so we're at the end of round 20, and we have to make a slip stitch into the first stitch, which is the full double crochet and not the chain 2, just as in the previous rounds. So make a slip stitch through this stitch and connect the round to have this result, and you'll see the radians are really growing. We're going to continue on with round 21, which is a rather simple round once more. You still have 24 beads attached, which will be crocheted in round 22. But we first gonna start with round 21 on the wrong side once more. Make 2 chains, which is the start of 2 double crochet together. Now make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And these 2 together will form the first 2 double crochet together, just as in the previous rounds. Now make 1 double crochet into the next 5 stitches, which is rather easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. And now make 1 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. Here we go. And make 1 single chain. So once more, 2 double crochet over the first 2 stitches. Keep them on the hook and yarn over and pull through to make 2 double crochet together. Then 1 double crochet into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. 1 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. And 1 single chain. Well, this is what you're going to repeat once more. 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches. Here we go. 1 double crochet into the next 5 stitches. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. And then 1 double crochet into the next chain 2 space and 1 single chain. So this is what it will be. 2 double crochet together over the first 2 stitches, then 1 double crochet into the next 5 stitches and a single chain between them. This you will do over the entire round. You will have 24 groups and you will end up at the beginning once more. And then I'll see you back. Okay, so we're at the end of round 21 and we only have to close the round by making a slip stitch into the first stitch, which is the double crochet, not the 2 chains. So make a slip stitch in that stitch and close the round. And here you see the end result of round 21. Let's continue on with round 22, in which we crochet the last 24 beads. We start by making a chain 1, which doesn't count as a stitch. We make 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, number 2, and number 3. Now make 2 single crochet into the next stitch. So 1 and number 2. Now make a beaded single crochet into the next stitch. So pull up a loop, take a bead, yarn over and pull through all stitches. And so you secured once more 1 bead. Now 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and make 2 single crochet into the next chain 1 space. Okay, once more. 1 single crochet into the first 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now 2 single crochet, that's an increase, into the next stitch. 1, 2. Now 1 beaded single crochet into the next stitch, so pull up a loop, take a bead and yarn over and pull through. You have secured the bead. 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and 2 single crochet into the next chain 1 space, so 1 and 2. Now one more time. 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches, 3, 2 single crochet into the next stitch, so this will be an increase, then 1 beaded single crochet into the next stitch, here we go, and then 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and 2 single crochet into the next chain 1 space. And this is what you will repeat over the entire round. So 1 single crochet into the first 3 stitches. Well, let me get it closer. Over the 3 first stitches you make 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 beaded single crochet into that next stitch, and 1 single crochet into the last 2 stitches of the group, and then 2 single crochets into the chain 1 space. Well, you repeat that over the entire round till you're back at the beginning, and then we'll see you again. So we're at the end of round 22. We're just gonna make a slip stitch into the first stitch to connect the round. So let's do that. And now round 22 is finished, and we have used up all the beads we had on the thread, and now you can fasten off the yarn if you're happy with this end result, or there is an optional round 23 which you can do at the right side of the work, and for that you had to flip around to work to the right side, and make sure, just a moment. So and it's an optional round to make another round of double crochets around it to straighten it out. That's definitely an optional choice. It's also how much yarn you have left. I'm not going to do it for now, but if you do, feel free. The written pattern holds the round 23 if you like to make it. Then there is the option to block it out, to straighten it out, if you like that. Or you can crochet it into a ring, which definitely also make it more stretched out and for a better result as well, because you can see there is definitely some stretch in the work left. And so this is the tutorial. I hope you found it easy to follow. If you have any tips or any recommendations to make further tutorial videos, well, cleaner, more easy to follow, please let me know in the comments. Feel free to say what you want, because this for me is also a tryout. And I'll hope to see you in the next video. If you definitely like the Messier pattern, this free version, this smaller version, but you think, well, I like to crochet further on, that's a possibility. Their full pattern is a paid pattern available on Ravelry and Etsy, and it contains another 32 rounds of pattern. So if you like this so much and want to continue on, you can use that pattern to create a very large version. This version is about, well, 35 centimeters. It's approximately 15 inches. But the full version is about 80 centimeters, or, well, let's say 20 in, no, that's what I'm saying wrong. 32 inches, yes. Well, so far the free Messier pattern video tutorial, and I, well, hope to like to see you in another video. Bye bye.